Hello guys, it's HD Tyvek here. This video is kind of late coming out, but I gotta post it anyway because it's the first one. So this will be my interpretations of the recap of the tournament I went to this past Friday, which was October 24th, I believe. It was a Man on a Ledge 25. It was held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it hosted Melee doubles, Melee singles, and 3DS singles. So Friday, left, drove to Pittsburgh. Really didn't hit any traffic. It was very nice. The last time I went to a mall, there was quite a bit of traffic. So not having any of that was nice. And then I got there, and I was out of practice. I hadn't played Melee for a couple days at this point, and I don't like really doing that when I go to tournaments. I like to be well prepared. So with that, I get there. The tournament starts about 5:30. I got there about 5. I'd say they started with Melee doubles. Now, I don't have a doubles partner, and I don't know anyone in Pittsburgh at this point, so I didn't have a doubles partner, so I didn't enter doubles. I did enter 3DS singles and Melee singles. So for the first couple hours, I was playing a lot of Melee friendlies. And as much as I thought I improved from the last tournament I went to, I did not. The first tournament I entered, I played Sheik, which I got absolutely bodied, and I never wanted to play Sheik again, so that changed. I played Marth. I stuck with Marth this time around. And while I was doing a little bit better, I still was getting utterly crushed. But that's because these guys have been playing this game for years, and I've been playing for 3 months. So I have that to look forward to. So I played friendlies for a couple hours. I just jumped back and forth between TVs, doing the tournament thing, getting crushed, taking some stocks here and there, but mostly learning. I like playing personally. There's a Pittsburgh player by the name of Life. He is a lot of fun to play friendlies with because even though he's destroying you, he makes you feel good about what you're doing, and he tries to help you. And that's like one of my favorite things about this scene is, players that are better than you will work with you to make you better. And we'll get into this more as at the end of the vlog. But I played a lot of friendlies with a lot of different players. I got to play some of the best. I got to play Pittsburgh Carroll, who is, I believe, top 3. I got to play Borp, who is top 8. I got to play a lot of Pittsburgh's finest players. A Bait wasn't there, who is ranked 1 in Pittsburgh right now, so sadly I missed him. 4%, who is a Ohio native. He's top in Ohio. I don't know what position he's in. I had to play him in some friendlies, and I actually learned a lot about not only myself, but them. And if I ever want to get to a top level in Pittsburgh, that's what I'm going to have to do is take them out. So playing them helps. So as the Melee doubles comes to an end, 3DS singles starts. Now at this point, I had not played 3DS all day and all day on Thursday because I just didn't want to play it. So I enter the tournament. I don't really think I needed to practice because it's 3DS. There's not much tech skill there. There's just more reading and fundamentals. But I entered the tournament, and in the first round, I played a Zero Suit Samus. Now, I was actually scared because I don't play many good Zero Suit Samuses, and actually, I don't play many Zero Suit Samuses at all, so there's that. So I went first round with Lucina, and I wouldn't say dumpstered first round, but it was rough, the first game. I think I got him to about 80% on his second stock, and he beat me. The rules were 2 stocks, no items, no custom equipment, no custom moves, no Miis, and the stage list was Battlefield, FD, and Yoshi's was the starters, and then you could counterpick any Omega. So basically throughout the entire tournament, we stuck to FD, Battlefield, and Yoshi's, because if you banned FD, you banned all the Omegas as well. So yeah, there's that. It's still new in its life cycle as a competitive game, so there's going to be a lot of things to work out. I think this upcoming tournament this weekend, the Arena Ferox and Prism Tower are counterpicks, as well as all the Omegas, so there's that to look forward to. Anyway, the next 2 games, I actually beat the Zero Suit Samus. I learned his tendencies. I realized he was doing kind of the same thing over and over and over again. I learned it. I realized what I had to do to beat it, and I beat it. So once again, I moved on in the 3DS tournament. Now, one of the first tournaments that was out there was the Day 1 tournament. that was hosted way back when the game first came out for 3DS. I participated in that. There was a lot of players, and I got top 8. I believe I got 8th place. So that was one of my crowning achievements as a Smasher, is I got 8th place in one of the first tournaments in 3DS. But that's beside the point. Another story for another day. Um, so the next round, I played in a Lucina Ditto. This was interesting. The guy was ranked top 5 at 3DS in Pittsburgh. He Lucina Ditto'd me in first game, and I won. I beat his Lucina with my Lucina, so I had that crowning achievement going for me. And then he switched to Rosalina and Luma and crushed my soul, because I have not played against Rosalina or Luma. I have not done anything of the sort, so it was rough. I got utterly destroyed, and I got knocked into losers. So at this point, I was a little bit nervous, but it happens. You know, I still get the nerves. I'm still new to the scene, so getting nerves is kind of normal. So I move on to the next round, and I don't remember the player's name, but I know the first game he played Puff, and I had not played a Puff in this game yet in 3DS. So it was a little bit different, and the spacing is still really annoying to deal with. It's hard to get in on a Puff, but I looked for my openings, I found them, I got them, and I beat his Puff. I think at one point his second stock in game 1 I forward smashed him at like 60% and killed him. So while the time clock did go down pretty low, it was more trying to find my opening. And I found him and won that game. So then, game 2, he takes me to FD and he switches to Marth. Now, as a Marth main from Melee and a Lucina main from Smash 4, I know what both these characters can do. I know that as long as I stay right up next to Marth, I will win the matchup. Because Marth's tipper will not hit me if I'm right standing next to him, and I don't have a tipper as Lucina. So I'll win if I'm standing right next to him, which is what I did, and I did win. So I beat a Marth as Lucina, and I moved on again. And at this point I didn't know it, but I was in top 8. Again, so for the second 3DS tournament that I've entered, I made it to top 8. So then I play a player by the name of Genghis Connor and his King DDD. Now, I played DDDs before, and I thought I knew what to expect from a DDD. I was wrong. There was multiple times in game 1 where he broke my shield. I ran up multiple times and shielded because expecting the attack to come out, and he did. What he ended up happening was I ran up to him, I shielded, and then he uncharged, completely uncharged, forward smashed me, and it broke my fully charged shield. Like, this was not the little nugget shield, it was the full shield that a uncharged DDD F smash killed me, knocked that. So, of course, at that point, I die. And, you know, I come back, I get his stock, and then he does it again. I shielded with a full shield, and I don't remember what move it was at this point. He broke my shield again, and I was so pissed. I was like, I've never seen anyone break my shield so low before in my life. And I lost that game. And then I made the really weird switch. I thought in my head for a minute, you know, okay, I can't stay like toe to toe with DDD. He's too good. He'll just break my shield. So I'm going to pick someone with range and go at him range. And at this point, I just picked up Robin. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go Robin. I'm going to spam lightning and arc fire and space him out, and I'll win. And that did not work. he spaced it very well. He played his matchup very good. He's a very good DDD player, I found out. He broke my shield again at some ridiculous thing that I don't know how it happened, but he broke it. And then he won that game, so I was out of the tournament. But I did make it to 7th place, I found out, after they post the results. So 7th place is not what I was hoping to get, but it's better than last place. So 7th place at 3DS when I made a stupid mistake of switching to Robin. I think, looking back, if I stayed Lucina, things would have been a little different because I knew what to expect with shield breaks. I knew what to do and things like that. And I think if I would just stayed Lucina, I would have won. So next time I fight you, Genghis Connor, I got you this time. So moving on. After the 3DS ends, it's on to Melee singles. Now, if you don't know the Pittsburgh scene, Melee is the game. That is what everyone plays. That's what everyone cares about. That is the biggest number of entrants ever, is Melee singles. And this is the second time I've been to this tournament. This is like a weekly thing that they do. It's MOAL 25, so they obviously do this a lot. So I play in my first round against a player by the name of Doug J. Doug J is someone I had seen around, but I didn't actually get to watch any of his friendlies or even play him beforehand, so I had no idea what to expect going into this match. And he ended up playing Falcon. And in my competitive career, I have never played a Falcon. In my competitive career, I have played Fox, I've played Falco, I've played Marth, and I have played Sheik. That is it. I never played a Puff yet. I have never played a Falcon, never played a Peach. That was it. So I had no idea what to expect from a Falcon. And the first game, we went to Battlefield, and he destroyed my soul. The only reason I took a stock from him on Battlefield was because he went to knee me off stage and missed, and he couldn't recover. So he basically four-stocked me, I'll just call it that. So the second game, I thought it was weird that he banned Fountain of Dreams. That was kind of weird to me. But it turns out that he did a smart thing, and I will remember this for future tournaments against the Falcon. Don't take Falcon to FD if you're Marth. You will get destroyed. Your soul will be gone. He will rip it from your body. Because he chain grabbed me across the entirety of FD and then killed me, and at that point I was like, this is not going to go well. I got a stock. I think he ended up trying to hit me in the air, and I came down and spaced a forward air really well, and I got the hit, and then I was able to get him off the stage, and at that point, anytime he tried to recover, I just hit him with a tipper F smash, and he DI'd it really well. It took like 3 to kill him, but I did get one stock that way. And then I think he fell off the stage again and died trying to get a knee or something like that and lost another one. But basically he 3-stocked me the second game, which I can't even be mad at because I had no idea what the player did and I had no idea what the character could do at a high level. So that was something to behold, I guess. So then I'm locked into losers again. But the weird thing was there was a bye in the first round of losers. I don't know how that worked. I think some people ended up dropping out of the tournament, because we had the bracket made and then there was buys. Like some people got buys in winners, some people got buys in losers. I was one who got a buy in losers bracket. So I moved on to the second round of losers right away, which I will not consider a win in a Melee tournament yet. I want to actually take the guy's stocks and win that way. So until that happens, I have not won a set in Melee. Spoiler alert for the upcoming story. So because I got the buy, I got moved into the next round against a Pittsburgh veteran by the name of Casual Friday. And Casual Friday, I had seen like commentating the tournaments before because I've been watching these tournaments for a couple weeks now. And he was a very chill guy. He was very cool, very relaxed, very solid Fox player. And we did our set. I think first game we did FD twice. I was very, very weirded out why he left FD open against Amarth as Fox. But our set was actually really, really close. Granted, I think he 2-stocked me both games. Like I was holding my own against his Fox, and at some point I got some crazy combos and got some kills and things like that. And I remember afterwards, on the final set on my last stock, I grabbed him near the edge and chain grabbed him up and down. Anyone who plays Marth knows this. You can grab Fox and throw him up, and then catch him again right away as he's falling down. And I got like 3 or 4 juggles on him, and then I hit him with, I think, a forward air and then an F smash and killed him. And then he came back and won the game. But after that happened, he was actually fairly impressed with me. He was like, you know, that shit's not easy to do. That's really good. And I was really disappointed because I thought, in my head, I knew I